In attempt to gain more followers, raise funds or create awareness, people across the world have engaged in very disturbing, disgusting and dangerous challenges. Some do it for fun, but there is no excitement when you eat things that are guaranteed to make you throw up. Most of these challenges test how long one will take before they vomit, but in other challenges you will find some tough people who are able to restrain themselves from vomiting. Here, below are 10 ridiculous food challenges you probably don't want to try. 10. Milk Gallon Challenge. This is a challenge that sounds easy to do until you attempt it. As the name suggests, it involves drinking a whole gallon of milk without vomiting. The first problem with this insane but nice-sounding idea is that the human body is not very good at processing large amounts of dairy in a limited time. Secondly, an average human stomach can only hold approximately half a gallon. The result of this challenge is the triggering of the stomach's gag reflex, making you vomit your entire stomach contents on whoever is in front of you. 9. Banana and Sprite Challenge. Another challenge that involves a healthy food and a tiny stomach is the Banana and Sprite Challenge. Here you are expected to eat 2 or 3 bananas, then drink a liter of Sprite as quickly as possible. What ends up is a chemical reaction whose product is too much for your tiny stomachs to handle, and after a few seconds you will vomit some yellow fizzy substance. The act is so challenging that the actual contest is not to see who doesn't vomit but who takes the longest time before they vomit. 8. Baking soda and vinegar. Creating an eruption from a mixture of vinegar and baking soda is a common trick that kids use to amaze their friends in chemistry labs. Well, crazy people around the internet decided to amaze the world by creating these explosions in the stomachs. Baking soda is alkaline while vinegar is acidic, therefore eating these two substances results in a reaction that produces a lot of gas, triggering a reflex action in your stomach that will help you get rid of that crazy mixture. The vomiting is also a body's defense mechanism, as vinegar should not end up in the lungs. 7. Mentos and Diet Coke. This challenge expects you to ingest both Mentos and Diet Coke as comfortable and as calmly as possible. Combining these two substances is known to cause a large foamy explosion. There have even been rumors that the Mentos and Diet Coke challenge can cause the stomach to explode, but it has been proved otherwise, as by the time Coke reaches the stomach it will have lost a lot of carbon dioxide. It is still a very dangerous act that can also result in choking. 6. Baby Food Challenge. Despite being nutritious, organic and gluten-free, some baby foods are very nauseating. Most baby food is not flavored so as to be safe for babies, plus most babies have not developed taste buds to feel the taste of foods. Apart from the lack of taste to bad taste, baby foods are mostly consumed in a gross form, the one you never know whether to drink or eat. Eating these foods is bound to cause some vomiting. This is after having put a weird expression on your face. There are several types of Jell-O, and depending on how they're made, some can be very disgusting. Jell-O is a substance that consists of water, gelatin, artificial flavors, colors and sweeteners. But don't be fooled by the flavors and sweeteners, they don't help. Actually, jelly is more to do with the texture than the taste. Think Vaseline jelly. The challenge here is to eat a certain amount of jelly in a certain time. Vomiting is guaranteed to happen, and when it occurs one is actually happy because it helps to remove the gross substance from the body. 4. Pickle Challenge. Rated one of the most disgusting food challenges. The pickle challenge is hard to watch, let alone do. In this challenge one is expected to swallow an entire jar of pickles with all the juice therein. Sometimes a time limit is given, but even with no time limit the psychological torture is enough to ensure you throw up. Some people have managed to do it, especially those people who don't find pickles disgusting. There are, however, people who don't mind pickles but still have been unable to do it. This one has many variations, but it mainly involves eating some of the spiciest peppers in the world without taking a drink. The most common peppers eaten are habanero, Naga, Carolina Reaper and Bujolaka pepper. Most of these usually start burning after a few seconds, increasing the sensation up to around 30 minutes when it starts to fade. Apart from the burning, people also experience coughs, breathing problems and even seizures. In addition, vomiting occurs and is caused by a chemical in pepper called capsaicin. Ingestion of too much capsaicin is known to cause an upset stomach, which consequently leads to vomiting. 2. Ackee Challenge. 10 ridiculous food challenges. Ackee is a fruit from West Africa that is commonly found in Jamaica, where it is also the national fruit. When it is unripe, it contains poisonous toxins hypoglycin A and hypoglycin B. These substances are known to cause severe vomiting and can even cause a coma or death. The challenge, of course, is to see who takes the longest time before they vomit. The vomiting is so severe that it even has a name, the Jamaican vomiting sickness. 1. Bug eating challenge. In this challenge there is an option of eating either cockroaches, waxworms, mealworms, brown crickets, locusts, morio worms or lobworms. Despite the wide variety, none of these creatures go down the throat easy. In some communities some are delicacies, but in most people, the thought of eating them is enough to cause nausea. The challenge here is to eat a number of bugs in a certain duration to see who finishes the fastest. The worms are already disgusting in the way they look. The crickets and cockroaches, on the other hand, are relatively good looking until you take a bite and wonder why you are doing that to your life. Written by Dave Nash.